What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of La Liga Career Mode. It's episode number 4, starting today's stuff outside of the relegation zone right now, 6 clear of the bottom 3, hopefully. Going to pull away today as we enter the January window. And speaking of transfers, we might be selling one of our higher rated players, Jonathan Vieira, 34 years old, coming to me and saying, boss, gotta be honest with you, I think me not getting games starting to damage my career. I want to get away and make a fresh start somewhere else. Please let me leave so I get chances to play. Absolutely no problem at all. He's 34, practically all of his appearances have come from the bench, and as we know, Lucas Robertone is balling out in his CAM slot. We're focusing on the younger players, so Jonathan, I'm fine letting him go. Right, first game today, Atletico Madrid away at the Metropolitano. Not expecting much from this game on the back of our win against Betis, so I'll certainly take a point here in Madrid. Vamos Almeria. Half an hour into the game. Once again, I'd certainly take this. Goalless draw against a 5-star Atletico Madrid side away. Second in La Liga right now. And I had to rotate a lot of players as well on the back of the win against Real Betis. So this would be a solid result with this. But oftentimes these are the games where, like, eventually, like, you know, the underdog kind of gets worn down. They start off bright, they start off encouraging, they start off quite calm, and then as time goes on, eventually the quality side will break them down and find an opening. Right on cue, Rodrigo de Paul dribbles around his man and bends it in near post. Often is the way in these sort of games. Eventually, the pedigree shines through. Yeah, we'll have with it, mate. And, come on, Lopi. You've got to be stronger than that, mate. As Mari Hermosa gets it back. Stand tackling. I'm not finding it as bad as I did at the start of FC, but still, occasionally, players lose those stand tackle duels quite frequently. And in this case here, oh, is that a pen? I mean, it seems a little soft. I'm going to see why it's given, but I'm not too sure personally. Antoine Griezmann to make it 2. Does just that. Sends Maximiano the wrong way, and it's 2 for Atletico Madrid. That'll do it now. Yeah, these are the games where if you can get a point, it's a bonus, but you really shouldn't expect anything. It's a long RTG, man. It's going to take a long time before I can best managers like Diego Simeone consistently. 2-0 defeat, but expected. Let's just move straight on to the next one. Yep, much higher chance of winning next one. Next up, Mallorca from the Balearic Islands coming to the Powerhorse Stadium, aiming for back-to-back wins here in Almeria. Vamos, Almeria. Yeah, home form's not been too bad, you know. Three wins, I think it is, and we've got a draw in there as well, I think. Yeah, against Las Palmas. So, yeah, it's not been bad, to be fair. Oh, wonderfully done. And Lucas gets his second in 3. To give us the lead. Yet when we're here in Andalusia, I expect us to at least get a point in the vast majority of our games. And in some clashes like this one, target all 3 as Lucas Robertone fires home. And this is why I talk about it, man. Game management against Atletico Madrid. I fielded many rotations to my starting 11 because I knew we had no chance of Metropolitano. But here against the Mallorca side right now, in the bottom half of the table like us, much better chance of getting all 3 points. Game management, Almeria in front, 1-0 early. No, Simeone. Oh, what a finish. What a finish. Dad's going to be proud of that one. Bottom corner. Mallorca back on level terms. Excellent finish. It's amazing how Diego Simeone's got, I think, 3 sons that all play professional football. Giovanni, Giuliano, and another one who I don't think plays at a high level, but still, imagine being a father to 3 professional footballers. That's incredible, man. I mean, Martin Bellingham and his wife have obviously got Jude and Job, who, you know, the former, of course, one of the best players in world football already at such a young age. Joe's got a while to go, but you never know. Oh, goodness, what a weird sequence of events, but this Diego Simeone, that must be amazing, man. Seriously, and to be a, you know, one of the highest regarded managers in the sport right now as well. Incredible, right? Talk about looking to build a family football dynasty as we're back in front. Lazaro is first of the year as the young Brazilian winger restores the lead. Montez, yes, well done. Great defensive work there. And oh, Robertone, he's just too good for this team, man. And now Suarez holds up. Can I feed through the skipper for his 3rd goal in 4 as he's absolutely dominating right now. Lucas Robertone with another. And it's game over. Almeria make it back-to-back wins at home and 2 wins in 3 in the league. Lucas Robertone, though, I mean, I don't know whether we'll have him for Another 6 months, because I wouldn't be surprised if someone meets that release clause in January. If they do, I won't stand in his way. He's too good for this team. Yep, I said we need to make Andalusia a fortress of a region if we are to survive. And back-to-back wins is a great way to display that. Big 3 points as we pull further away from the drop zone. Yep, guaranteed to be outside the relegation zone by the time we enter the winter break on the conclusion of this game. But let's see if we can get another win here and a shock one away in Catalonia. Next up, Barcelona on the road. Barca have had a very interesting season, to say the very least. I did read that Thomas Tuchel is trying to put himself in the running for what will be the replacement for Xavi. But in this save right now, comfortably in the top 4, going for a La Liga title and already in front courtesy of Rafinha. Worst possible start. Would have been great to get a shock win here, but let's be honest. Like I said in the Atletico Madrid game, these are the games where you should expect absolutely nothing. Don't expect a single thing. But if you can get a point, it's an amazing result. It's an incredible bonus. But if you lose it, don't be too disheartened. It's an RTG, man. It's going to take time. Frankie. Looking for space, finds Ferran Torres. Oh, what a goal. What a goal by the ex-Man City forward. And Barca double up. 27 minutes in, 2-0 down. Yeah, didn't really expect anything from this game. And that's going to see Barcelona coast from here. When you're only a goal down, the longer it goes on, you think to yourself, oh, I might be able to nick a point. You never know. A deflection, a set piece, a screamer. When it's 2-0, it's like, okay, that's it. You know, it's one thing coming from behind to get a point away against one of the best teams in the division. But from 2 goals down, very few underdogs can pull that feat off. Because it's like, not only do you need to show a ridiculous amount of resilience and self-belief, but you also need to do it twice, do you know what I mean? Once isn't enough. Ter Stegen's had a bit of a clanger there, and Chumi, oh. Well, those are the moments where you need to take them, you know. Those are the moments where if you are a massive underdog and you're behind, you got to take advantage of any kind of mistake from the hosts and the favourites. Ter Stegen, flailing, caught in no man's land, couldn't convert with a goal gaping. What's that old saying? If you don't take your chances, you will be punished. Oh, Pedri. Just about to convert to the 3rd, and what a swing. Could have cut the deficit to 1. It's now being extended to 3. I think Luis probably should have saved that one though, to be fair. The shot coming in from a tight-ish angle. Does he see it late? Quite possibly, but I'm not sure he should be beaten from that. Even so, 3-0 down, game over. Pedri, João Felix, wonderful turn, and that makes it 4. Goodness gracious. Absolutely battered away in Catalonia. As João Felix puts the icing on the cake for Barca. But like I said, man, those are the games where if you get a point, it's a fantastic bonus of a result. But you really shouldn't expect anything. 4-0, comfortably beaten. And a clear sign there's a long way to go in this RTG. So, heading into the winter break, 1 game away from the official halfway stage in the league season. It's Real Madrid, 1 point clear of Atletico and 2 clear of Barca, as the top 3 in Spain are exactly the top 3 right now. 18 games in. Celta Vigo are the side occupying that 4th and final CL spot though, with Bilbao in 5th, Villarreal in 6th and Sociedad in 7th. Real Betis, Sevilla and Getafe are at the top 10. And as for us, whilst we are in 16th place and above the bottom 3, it's only by 2 points. We're the second worst defensive team in the division. We're the league's lowest scorers. We've got the second worst goal difference record, And again, only 2 points off the bottom 3 and only 1 win away from home. Yeah, there's a long way to go and we are far from safe. As for the individual stats in La Liga, well, Robert Lewandowski is currently leading the way with 16 goals in 17, with Griezmann in second, and Borja Mayoral, a quarter of his goals came against us, but he's in 3rd in the race for the Golden Boot with 12 right now. Shot Corrie, not a single player from Almeria in the top 25, as we are the league's lowest scorers right now. There's looking at the top 25 for assists as well. And as for clean sheets, well, we do have someone in the top 10. That's Luis Maximiano with 4 in 18, but it's Courtois and Ter Stegen with 6 apiece in a 1-2 right now in the race for the Golden Glove. As for the Copa del Rey, last 32, we've been drawn against Elche, the Segunda Division side, so definitely fancy our chances there of making it into the last 16. And as for the Champions League, for those curious as to how that's currently getting on right now, well, you see the groups as Galatasaray and Manchester United made it through that Group A. Group B saw Arsenal and PSV qualify, with Group C being Real Madrid and Napoli. Group D saw Inter and Real Sociedad both go through, with Atletico and Lazio through in Group E. Group F, in that group of death, saw Newcastle and Paris Saint-Germain round qualifier with Dortmund and Milan knocked out. Group G saw Man City and Leipzig make it through. Group H being Barcelona and Shakhtar Donetsk, and these are the ties for the last 16 on the screen for you right now. So here we go. The January window is now officially open, and as we'll see... Okay, so Langer has been recalled. That's the left back that we basically just never played. Barber's gone back to Mallorca though. That's a surprise. I thought he had got a bit of game time on me, so fair enough. And Lozano has gone to Getafe. I'm alright with that. He's barely played for us all season long. So a bit of a shame. What does that mean for our squad now? How small has our squad got? I'm totally fine with Lozano going. We barely played him. Same with Langer at left back. And I was surprised about Barber going. I thought I'd given him quite a few minutes as a third choice in rotation for Lopi and Monchi. So we're a little bit light now. I have to say now, I wasn't planning on doing anything in the window other than, you know, getting on my hands and knees and praying to Lucas Robertoni and begging him not to leave if a bid comes in. But with 10 million in the budget and a small squad now, I might need to make some transfers here. Still before that, we've got 3 more scouting updates, so let's see what we got. We're from Spain. No one making the cut just yet, although Ernesto Marquez does excite me quite a bit. Continue scouting just for now, though. I don't think we have a youth goalkeeper yet, so with that being the case, I might give Al Rashidi a scholarship. 6'4" Saudi Arabian shot stopper. I'll do one more month, see how we're looking after that. And as for Algeria, no one making the cut. We'll continue scouting on Mahmoud Ibrahim. The problem is he's got another Algerian to compete with in that sort of position there, with that sort of play style, and that's this guy, Ilyas Hassan, who does look like our best youth prospect. 64 overall already, 69, 89 potential. I'm actually quite tempted to promote him now and then add him to the loan list and try and get his overall up quicker. Sadly, Vergara's potential has dropped significantly down to 74 to 82, but Saeed, so good at England twice, he's still looking fantastic with 86 to 94, and only 15 years old, yet 62 overall as well. So right now it's the Algerians in the academy. They're exciting me the most right now. Right, next up, massive contest as well. Osasuna away, just below us in the table in 19th place. And a loss here, we'll see them cut the gap on us to 1, as we might sink into the bottom 3 alongside them as well. Huge contest, can't afford to lose. Vamos Almeria. You know, we talk often about things that EA get wrong. And, you know, there's a lot, you know, we'll be here for a long time if we were listing all the things that are frustrating with FC24. But the one thing I will give them credit for is that over the past couple of years, well, past 2 or 3 years really, they've added a ton of stadiums for La Liga teams. Most of them actually being added into the game, and it really does add to the immersion and the realism when you're not always playing, or often playing, I should say, a generic stadium. So give them props for that. Away here against Osasuna, as Luis Suarez fires in his 3rd of the year, and it's the perfect start for Almeria. What a finish! Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they've scanned in all the La Liga stadiums, and there's a few in the Segunda Division as well. It just makes RTG so much better, because there's nothing worse than when you're playing at your stadium, which might be a generic one. Oh, Lazaro puts it way wide, and then you go away and you're playing at your home stadium. It belongs to another team, you know. There's nothing worse than that. Even so, still leading by 1, but that should have been 2. Lazaro fires wide, still 1-0 with a bright start here. Only the 1 win all season long away, that coming at Deportivo Alaves. And I think a second win is definitely on the cards here, with Suarez denied. But it's all Almeria in the early stages, man. That second win is coming. When you've got momentum on your side, when you're feeling aggressive, when you're getting lots of shots on target, keep going. Eventually you'll get that second goal. Montes off the bar. And eventually cleared away. It's all Almeria right now, as Melamed fires over. It's a great cross. Oh, it's a great cross, that. And Moy Gomez seemed to swing a leg at it before he even knew if that ball was going to reach him. I thought I blocked this really well with Mark Pubil, but the cross still managed to come through, and that is an amazingly executed volley that in at the near post. But again, Maximiano beaten. I'm not going to criticise him or blame him for the goal, but there have been some this year I've been like, I would have thought a goalkeeper of his high rating at 78 would have done a bit better there. Didn't exactly get his positioning right for that goal either, as we're now tied at 1-1. He was great in my Granada CM, but I think it's safe to say once his loan deal expires and he goes back to Lazio, I'll be looking for a new shot stopper next season, regardless of what division we're in. Oh, what a run! It's gone in! It's gone in! Luis Suarez restores it. I thought the keeper saved it. I just smashed it with so much power. And it just about creeps in. Almeria back in front. Almost there. 6 to go. Don't throw it away now. No. Oh, Luis, what a way to redeem yourself. Massive save at the near post, and Almeria still lead by 1. Just got to close out one of the most intense games of the season, this. As we get to hold on what would be our most impressive win of the campaign. Oh, but it's not going to matter. It's going to do it. Come on. Huge victory away in Navarre in the north of Spain. Almeria win it courtesy of a Luis Suarez brace. That is the biggest win of the season. That second away day victory, and we'll go further clear of the bottom 3. That's a huge 3 points on the road. Before that Copa del Rey game against Elche, we've got 2 bids here for 2 of our backup players. Of course, Jonathan Vieira, who requested a move, and whilst I could possibly squeeze a bit more out of Freiburg, I'm just going to accept it. I don't want to gamble and watch the German side walk out in negotiations. He wants to go. He's 34 and declining rapidly, so fine with that. But there is a bid from the side. We just beat Osasuna for Alex Pozo. Backup right back to Mark Pugh-Bill, but I still want to keep him regardless. Vieira can go, but Pozo's going to stay for the season. Right, next up, the Segunda Division side, Elche away, as we aim to progress through to the last 16 of the Copa del Rey and make it 4 wins in 6. Best run of 4 for Almeria. Let's keep it going. Free kick for Almeria. And Jonathan Vieira, who is about to lead to Freiburg, is going to take it. It's be a nice way to bow out this. We could score our first free kick goal of the save. And here's what would be only goal of the season. Oh, what a save. Clawed off the line. One thing I really like about the Copa del Rey is that... Oh, is he onside there? I think Luca is. And Romero gets his first of the season to break the deadlock. No cut replays. If you're 11 at 90 minutes, you go straight to extra time. You know I can't stand cut replays. And that's something I wish the English FA would look into adopting as well. Luca Romero's first since arriving on loan and in front 14 minutes after the restart. Close this out. And another thing I really like as well about the Copa del Rey is that in these rounds here, they're played very quickly. There's little waiting around time for the next round to begin. The last 16 comes, I think, like 4 or 5 days, possibly even shorter than that, after the last 32 is concluded as well. So it seems that we're going to make it through now, as Romero might make it 2, no dispossessed, but if we do, we'll have the last 16 directly afterwards in midweek. That's a nice ball through that. And, oh, what a pass, and, oh, I can't believe it. Only chance they've had all game. 30 seconds of normal time, and they're forced extra time. God damn it. That is so frustrating, man. Literally been in complete control. And now you've got an extra 30 minutes to play as well. I know myself to blame, though. Got to do an extra time now. Yep, here we go. Come on, let's get back in front. Straight after the restart in extra time. Covering defender, having to keep an eye on Jonathan Vieira, and that allows Kone to go all the way and finish it. 2-1 and back in front instantly. I was slightly annoyed that took an extra 30 minutes, but you know what they say, better late than never. And in the end, we do it the hard way, but still managed to do it. Almeria through to the last 16, and again, 4 wins in 6. Granted, 1 against the side in the bottom 3, 1 against the side at the second tier, but hey, we won't go on another run like this between now and the end of the season, I think, so let me enjoy this. And actually, I was wrong, because I thought the last 16 came directly afterwards. We'd just been drawn against Tenerife away, so another Segunda Division side, but actually, it's the last 16 and then the quarters that get played like directly afterwards. But even so, it's only another 2 weeks to wait until that one there. And certainly fancying our chances. Right, let's do one more. We'll have Girona at home. Before we do that, though, has Vieira decided to go? Or no, not just yet. We should see Jonathan Vieira decide to leave directly after this advance here. Wait for it. There we go. And Vieira leaves after just 6 months here. Again, prioritising the younger players in his mid-30s, declining rapidly, so he's always going to go in January, if not, lend in the summer at the latest. So that'll bump our budget up to around 14.5 mil. And there's definitely a chance we could bring in 1 or 2 more players. For now, we'll leave the squad as it is. But we are a little bit light now. Very little depth to our team. Yep, final game today. And let's see if we can make it 5 wins in 7 in all competitions. Unbelievable run for Almeria. Girona, right next to us in the table, is going to pull further away from the relegation free. Vamos Almeria. To be honest, I only really have 2 concerns with the team right now in this January window. One, and I'm going to be honest, is that someone's going to meet that release clause for Lucas Robertone. Like I said, I'm going to turn down every bid for him until someone meets that £40 million fee. And like I said, I won't stand in his way if a bid comes in. But the other is the lack of depth. We've only got 22 players here now. 22! Oh, this is just stupid. Robertone. Oh, Paolo Gazzaniga. That big, sexy Argentine. Little old school Docks reference with the save there. I've lost my train of thought after Gazzaniga's save. Oh dear, Gazzaniga, what a legend. Still 0-0. Do you know what, that was actually not a great game. Only really 1 chance in it. I'm going to play 1 more. We'll do 1 more. I think we've got Real Madrid away to Bernabeu next, so can't just winning that one either, but that was a poor game. Don't want to end on that. Huh. And speaking of release clauses, I didn't even realise he had one. Lazio meet a 6.4 mil release clause for Pubil, one of my best young players, and he says, "Thanks for seeing me, boss. Look, I'm sorry to have to be telling you this, but I don't see my future here." He just signed for the club in the summer, though, from Levante. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, he says he wants to go. Lazio are a Champions League team, but it's the fact he's literally only just signed for the club. Like, he literally's got 5.5 years on his deal. Oh, that's so frustrating, man. He's got me a couple of goals this year. He's growing nicely, up a couple of ratings to 72 overall. But we've got no depth to the squad either. Do you know what? Fine. Because he says he wants to go, I'll let him go. If he didn't have this conversation with me, I would just renew the contract and take the release clause out. But you know, we do like to have an element of realism to our saves. I'm going to say take the time over the decision, but I'm pretty sure that's the end of Mark. Yeah, Champions League got a team come calling after 6 months, and he's on his way out the door for 6.4 mil. That is such a shame, honestly, man. But again, we don't need to do things 100% realistically. We do like an element of realism. So when a Champions League side meets a release clause, let's be honest here, chances are that player's going to want to go. And after just 6 months, Mark is out the door. Lucas has come to me as well and said, "Hi boss, I'm not one to complain or say I'm unhappy at the club, but I'm worried the transfer window's almost over now. And we don't look like we brought in the players we need to strengthen the team." Well, we're working on it. That sale of Pubil is now going to raise our budget up to over £20 million. Whilst I didn't want to sell him after that release clause was met, we do have the cash to reinvest. So I think with 2 weeks to go until the window slams shut, we're going to go shopping for a few new players here, because we've got to add some more depth to the team first and foremost. And we'll need a replacement for Mark at right back too. Well, I've had my eye on this guy, Espanyol, since the season began. So now we've got the money, I might just go and bring him in. Lozano, 24 years old, 73 rated. To be fair, possibly could do a job at right back too with those stats there as a defence fullback. So I might just bring this guy in, at least for the squad, if nothing else. Got plenty of money now, so let's just start reinvesting. Yep, there we go. Lozano in on a valuation deal, 5-year contract, 12.5 grand a week, and most crucially, no release clause. Yet we're never giving one of those out ever again. I don't think this guy could play right back, to be fair. You know, very versatile stats, could definitely do a job there at fullback, but for now, he'll be a backup third choice DM. Right, let's do one more then. Final game today, Real Madrid away to Bernabeu, expecting to get spanked here against the league leaders, but to be fair, Almeria was seconds away from a crucial point here in real life. I don't see why we can't get another one in right now. Our best run of form all season long, just 1 loss in our last 5 games. Vamos, Almeria. Yeah, I like his stats, to be fair. I was looking at him in the summer window, opted against bringing him in. But after all of those loan recalls and obviously now Pubil going as well, very small squad, needing to add some depth to it. He looks pretty solid on the bench there as a backup DM. You could possibly wrestle with Lopi and Monchu for a starting spot as well. Oh, not going to get a better chance than that. Suarez is shot blocked, and here come the Galacticos. Victor Osimhen, Jude Bellingham, Dani Ceballos, Bellingham, Dani Ceballos. What a save, Maximiano. Jude through the gap. Osimhen, Valverde. Smacks it in near post, and right before the break, 5 minutes of the first half remaining, we're behind. That is gutting, man. Back-to-back goalless draws might not be too impressive, but away against Real Madrid, you know we'd take that every day of the week. This is going to be possibly no goals in our last 2, 1 point taken from 6, and no wins in 2 either. And to compile the misery after losing Marc Pupil to a Champions League side, Melamed's just gone down with an injury as well. It's all going wrong to end today's episode off. Oh yes, Ramazani, well in, mate. And Suarez couldn't get away from Rudiger. Ramazani gets it back again, straight off the bench. Robertone trip, but it might drop to Suarez. Oh, what a goal! Okay, 28 minutes to go. Goal completely out of nothing, and Almeria have levelled it. It all came from the hustle from Ramazani, who had just got off the bench there. Deflection off Rudiger, and Suarez just levers it from 18 yards into the far corner. Almeria have their equaliser. Final chance for Real Madrid into the final 5 minutes. No, not again. Not like in real life. Osimhen. Valverde. Yep, cut out. And that'll do. Hang on a second. Ah, Trent gets back on time. It's not going to matter. I'll take it. That's a brilliant point now. No wins in our last 2, granted. 2 points taken from 6, but unlike in real life, Almeria cling on to the point of the Bernabeu and don't concede a late goal in stoppage time. I'll take that. What a result. And that will do it for today's episode of the La Liga Career, guys. So big thank you for tuning in. If you have enjoyed it, if you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode. We'll play more crucial games in La Liga, trying to pull away from the bottom 3. The last 16 of the Copa del Rey against Tenerife, and with 16.5 mil still remaining in the budget, we should make 1 or 2 more signings before the January window comes to a close. Have a great day. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.